My name is Cora. Today we're going to be doing some drawing together. I work as a biological illustrator, and when I'm faced with something I've never drawn before, I'm going to use the technique that we'll do today. First, you're going to need a couple of materials. You'll want a pencil, some paper, and an eraser. You might also want a pen for the last bit when we want to erase some of the pencil marks, but leave the final work there on the page. All right, you guys ready? Let's get started. So you've got your materials together. Next, we need something to draw. I found this lovely leaf from last fall. It's an oak leaf. And this is a good subject for us today because while this one's from last fall, this green ones are going to be coming out this spring very soon. So you can watch for those and you'll get a chance to do some drawing of the new green leaves when they come out. Anyway, so we're going to break this oak leaf down into basic shapes. You know, circle, square, oval, rectangle, triangle. I do this with any subject that I haven't drawn before because as a biological illustrator, there are a lot of things in the world that I haven't drawn. Plants and animals that I may have never even seen before. But using this technique, I can draw anything. And so can you. So, here we go. First thing I'm going to start with is sort of the overall shape of my subject. In this case, I see sort of a rectangle shape here. And let's see if we can do this. Draw it about the same size as the one that I'm holding. That's my overall shape. Don't worry about getting every last little point in there, but what you want to do is just sort of the general shape of your subject. Now, leaves, like butterflies, often have some kind of symmetry. Well, an oak leaf, if you split it down the middle, it has two sides that look pretty similar. They're not as exact as, say, a butterfly, but we can still use it to our advantage when we're drawing our map. So this rectangle is going to be the basis for our map. The center vein of the oak leaf is going to be the roads on the map. So we've got the center vein running down the middle, and then I'm going to look for the major veins in the leaf. We've got one down here, and one just a little bit offset from it. See, oak leaves, they don't have opposite branching, they have alternate branching, which is this, where you have one that comes out, and then just a little bit further down the stem, another one comes out. Alright, so then I'm going to go up to here to the next one, and I'm just drawing real lightly. I want to keep a good light touch because all of this map, by the time I finish, I'm going to erase it all. It's just there to guide my drawing as I go. So that's not right. Those are opposite each other. That's why we've got erasers. Thank goodness for erasers. That feels better. Alright, get that guy on there where it goes. Now we've got a couple up here. Just those last two up there on the end. Alright, now I'm going to use my triangles and get some of these points on. I'm just doing a general shape, and in between, I've got these lovely ovals. So I'm going to give myself sort of a sketched out oval in each of these spaces between my veins. And that'll tell me where the edge of my leaf is. And I'll count how many points. I got 2 points on that one. And then I got a little tiny oval up here. How many points are on the end of that? I got 3. So 3 triangles off the end. Another little sort of oval here. 1, 2 points. Very good. Then this one here, we've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, and we've got a wild one out there. Let's add him down below. Okay, so I've got those, and then over here he's also got one out to the side. Very good. Got our oval there in the middle. 1, 2, 3, and then one out the side. You'll notice with both maple leaves and oak leaves, they often have an extra little point right down beside the stem where it connects to the tree, and that's one of those diagnostic features that means it's how you identify something, but it makes it look really realistic. So if you're trying to take that leaf to the next level of realism, you can always use that little point there to help you out. All right, so let's see. Got a couple points on the end of this one, and then got that extra point just like on the other side, and then they come down to a nice triangular shape here on the stem. Now when I look at the oak stem, I want to notice that the end where it attaches to the branch, that end's a lot thicker, or at least a little thicker, than the rest of the stem. So I want a thick end on the stem like that. All right, so we're looking pretty good, yeah? The next step, I'm going to finish this off by taking my pen, or in this case, I'm working with a marker so that it's a little easier for you guys to see. Get that up here. And here we go. Now, when I ink it with the pen, I don't want to mark any of those roadmap signals. I just want the outside edge of my leaf. So I don't draw a line around the rectangle. I just go along and catch the edge of the leaf all the way around. And sometimes inking is my favorite part because it feels like I have all the thinking and the exploring done, and I can just focus on making a really beautiful line. And don't worry if it doesn't exactly match your pencil line. This is a thing that grew on a tree, and it's going to have imperfections. And if you have a happy little accident, that's perfectly fine. Maybe it just grew that way. Here we go. Almost got our outline done. How are you coming on yours? I'd love to see what you come up with. All right, got our stem. And then for the veins on the inside of the leaf, I don't want a hard line. I want sort of a lost and found line. So I don't want it to go all the way from end to end, but we'll just give a suggestion of it. And some of those side veins, just to give it a little character. All right, so now we've got our oak leaf. You can take your eraser and take care of all those pencil lines that you don't want to see anymore. And when you're all finished, you can pull out your crayons or your markers, your watercolors, get real excited with that, and go ahead and add some color to your drawing. But for now, that's where I'll leave you. You can apply this technique of finding the basic shapes to anything you draw. Thanks for drawing with me today. If you enjoyed this video, please check out the Roseville Parks Department website, where you can register for classes and upcoming activities. And in May, I'll be teaching a nature journaling class, so I really hope you can join me for that. See you soon!